everybody, it's your boy Real back with another review, man. Yo, this is The Last of Us Season 1, Episode 4. Before you get started, yeah, I know I'm late, okay? But my birthday is tomorrow, alright? Just so y'all know. So I've been doing a lot of planning this week, trying to get ready to enjoy myself. So that means your boy was gonna be late. Alright, you should be lucky you're getting anything at all. I started to take the whole week off, but I said, you know what? Let me make sure that I give my people something. So hopefully I'm not hungover by Monday and I could just pick up where I left off and just do a full content dump next week. All right. But we're here. And in this episode, um, this was a goodie. This one you're introduced. So we saw all the issues that happens in this show, right? Well, the many different enemies. We got like those federal guys, right? All post-apocalyptic shit gonna come with the feds, right? We've seen the federal units. We've seen the Fireflies, aka the Resistance, right? Those who oppose them. And we see the Clickers. Those go without speaking. Those are quite possibly, well, you know what? In the scheme of things, I don't know just how deadly they are on the deadly scale on this show, because people are some psychos. Got some guns. Hey, you see, this is a time where they ain't ran out of ammunition, so we ain't that far into the dystopian future. There's plenty of ammo. This is like a scary time. Um, but yeah, we got the Clickers, and now we've been introduced to what Joel calls them, just people. There are people out here that just get a town, hold it down. They got their own little thing going on. They're not Fireflies. They're not the feds. They just who they are. They want things the way they want them. So they have their own other agenda. Maybe want to be an independent state, rebuilding their image. You don't know. But if you ain't with them, you 1,000% against them, and you could be a victim. So we get introduced with that. Now, I did really enjoy this episode because in the beginning, we keep seeing the Joel Ellie relationship growing. And it took me forever. I just kept looking at Ellie's face, and I'm like, why do I know this girl's face? Why do I know her face? That's what's her name's daughter that got set on fire in Game of Thrones. The one that got sacrificed by the Red Witch. That had the dragon scale. I said, oh shit, that's her. Damn. So I'm glad to see she back out here acting. Getting a prominent role. But yeah. We see their relationship growing. She's a kid. Like, this episode really shows like who she is as a person, because she's sitting here enjoying the joke book, you know what I'm saying, messing with Joel like a almost like a father and son thing, and then he went from like repulsed to her to entertaining her, right? He like entertains her shit like here she goes again. And he's invested. He now begins, this is the episode where he really truly begins to care for Ellie. So when they in the woods and he's teaching her like, yo, it can't be no smoke, can't put this fire out, and teaching her the ways of the road. Well, he has to, because they out there. Not only for his safety, but Joe might feel like I could die and you got to go on your own. So I feel like it's that too, like giving her the rules of the road, like, what to and what to do and what not to do. And when he says, why do we not want smoke? And she's like, oh, those clickers, those things coming. No, people. People are dangerous. And if they catch us, it's going to be way worse than what a clicker going to do to you. And you go, wow. Some sick motherfuckers, because it's terrifying. But Joel's been out here. He been in these streets. He knows what's out there waiting for him. So as they travel into that town and they in the car, the safety of that car, soon as they hit the town, they get that little setup. Everybody tries to go for that setup. Book of Eli. You know what I'm saying? It's always the, oh, help me. Shit's fucked up. People are after me. Could you help me? No. That's why every movie they be like, drive. Don't help nobody. Drive. It's always a setup. That's like the go-to setup. Joe recognizes it immediately, whether this person is in dire need or not. We ain't stopping. As soon as he drove past, shots start firing. They lose the motherfucking truck, right? They get to crashing. They on their ass, and that's what I'm talking about. These people didn't want to. It's so funny how they just instantly start shooting. It could be a point where, hey, maybe these people could be an asset to society. They might know something. It's only two. It's only two of them. They might only seen Joel. Like, what is the threat that's really being posed? So you can see that these aren't a reasonable bunch. Is what I'm getting to. These aren't reasonable individuals that are just blindly shooting at you. Don't even know if you got anything of worth. They just know you driving the fucking truck and you need to die. Like you, there's no signs that saying warning, don't come up in here. No, it's more like it's empty. Just come on through and yeah, we'll shoot the shit out of you and take something if you got something, and if not, well, whatever. Got some target practice. So yes, like he predicted, and like he was trying to teach Ellie, these people are fucking dangerous. So what I liked about this is, A, we get to see that we saw that Joe could fight clickers, right? But what we get to see is his gunplay. The man is surgical with a rifle. They bucking at him. He gets Ellie down. They got a truck full of guns, so he's more than prepared. And he chose that rifle for a reason. He knows what he gonna drop people with. So as they unleashing bullets, he's telling her like, "Yo, get in that hole, stay down, don't come out. You got this." So when he takes dude down, bow, expert aim. What I liked is the dude that got shot, when his boy was like, "You mo," he was like, "What the fuck?" When he saw this boy went down and he go over there to check his pulse, find out he dead, and then he start getting mad. It was like, "You motherfucker," and then just start continue to bust that gun. That shit reminded me of Harlem Nights when when Quick was shooting him in the middle of the street. Like, yeah, the shot. Stop shooting that little motherfucker. Like when our city hall was going crazy, like that's the exact scene I thought of when he killed his mans. And so now it's on. And dude runs in there. So Joel's decent with the hand to hand, but it also shows that he's getting older. I don't think like once he killed that one dude and Ellie is behind the wall scared and she hears the gun go off and he's saying like, stay there, I'm good, so she knows he's alive. Like when that dude snuck up on him, I think that's a tale of Joel's age. I don't think Joel would ever let somebody get up behind him and then get the ups on him when he's down there trying to choke him out. So we see that Joel ain't invincible. He's an old man, but he got that work. But it's revealing a lot. And we saw that earlier. Ellie was playing with the gun. We all knew she was gonna steal one. She's been talking about getting the gun the day they took off on the road. And there's no way that when they went through Bill's arsenal, even if they didn't show us, we know that she was cuffing something and taking guns off a dead body. She was gonna get her hands on a gun. It was gonna happen at some point. Now we could tell she's never used one before, but she's pretty proficient. No, I think she has used one. They taught her in class. Yeah, they had a class where I guess they taught guns too. That's what they discussed later on. But yeah, so she knows how to load it, cock it, get that bitch ready. She got some. But when she see Joe about to get killed, the dude on top of him, I think this was one of like the best scenes, one of the best scenes so far. So when Ellie comes out and shoots dude, when she sees that Joel's in trouble, like he was about to die, like it was over for Joe. And when Ellie decides, like, okay, bang, shot him. When dude flipped over, saw that he was shot, he instantly went from tough guy about to kill somebody to begging. He's like, please. My mom was like, look, we could trade. And it was the wine. That dude did such an amazing acting job. That was so real. It was like the way he was begging for his life, and then like we could be friends. It's okay. Like I'm okay. Like I didn't mean to do this. Like you could just if you bring me to town, people will be happy. We'll be good. We could trade. We could be friends. Like please don't. And he's whining and then you see Ellie's face of damn. Like this is a human I shot. He is begging for his life. He's dying, and you're watching somebody squeal. It was a very human moment in this episode. Like this this show is so great so far because it may be in a world where there's fucking clicker monsters, swole head, mushroom head motherfuckers, and doing all this, but it's such a touch of reality. They, that's why the game was so good. Like when you played the game, you was watching this. You was there. Not the game was fun, but you was there for the scenes. It was a movie. It was like, damn, this is good. Great storytelling, and that's what they're doing an awesome job bringing that to screen. The holy shit moments, because we all sitting there knowing that, yeah, bro, you're probably not gonna talk yourself out of this. Like you was just about to kill Joe. Ain't no way we couldn't trust the motherfucker in the road. Let alone could we just be like, all right, we shot him. We ain't gotta kill him. Let's just no. So when Joel said, "Get your ass behind that wall again," Ellie ain't even argue. She like, "Yep, this is my time to go. I did my part," and she's back there freaking out about what she did. And then Joel is like, "I'm not finna waste no bullet on this motherfucker," and then stabs him or cuts him or whatever. And when he reunites with her, when she opens the door for him and he comes in, it's that Ellie does such a amazing job at portraying the girl that wants to be tough or is working on being tough. Like she doesn't want to address none of her like fears. Like she has these fears, but she knows that she doesn't want to be a burden to Joel on the road. So she's always bouncing to the character of, no, okay, so what do we do next? Like, I got some food in my bag, like doing like an item check, like not want to address it. And then Joel is seeing her fight to just get over what just happened and to be tough. And I thought it was awesome when he took that moment to be like, he let her get away with that a couple times. This isn't her first time trying to play it off what she's seen happen, because he knows, like when he told her don't go down that direction, you ain't gonna like what you see. He knows there's a child in there. He knows that she's a child put in a fucked up situation, and he can't help but think about his daughter when he sees Ellie and that protective spirit over her. And when he finally is like, look, we need to just address this. Like, no kid should have to shoot somebody. And then she's doing that fake, no, I'm okay. Like, you know, and he just really talked to her like, look, yes, you saved me. It had to be done, but you shouldn't have had to did it. And we saw Joel almost break down. Like, he felt so sad that she has to experience this shit as a kid. And he hated that that dude got on top of him. He got caught, and he hates that Ellie had to be the one, and he tells her like, hey, you didn't kill nobody though. You still didn't. You just shot the gun, and then he looked at her when he saw that gun and realized like, you know what? And you see the tears falling down Ellie's eyes, and it's like, hey, how about this? How about I teach you how to really use that motherfucker? So it was perfect. It was like how it's like, let's address this, and then let's make light. Let's make a good situation out of a shitty one. And they continue their bonding. But now we see what they up against in this town, at least. So the goal right now is to get the fuck up out of this town. Because the girl from, where I seen her from? Yellow Jackets? The one that was, yeah, she was in Yellow Jackets. I guess she's the leader of the humans. We're going to call them the humans. And when they come to the town, they see all these people dead, all their crew dead. So she's blaming it on somebody. So we know that they have ops. They know that they into it. And her agenda, I don't know. She's out there like, hey, anybody that's helping them, we gonna get them out and kill them. Because we saw her doing an interrogation of the doctor that who gave birth to her. And when people come out here just interrogating, and not really looking for answers, like, how does that go with interrogation? This person's not give you nothing. How do you decipher, like, without going to school, without being some psychoanalyst? Like, you just like, I know you know something. But we see her ruthlessness. She's willing. That scene was only to show us that A, she don't give a fuck about the answer unless it's information she needs. B, she'll kill anybody, even the person that helped bring her into this world. she don't give a fuck. It was just there to show her ruthlessness, and then the speech was just the cherry on top. And then we see that it calls for immediate action. They start ransacking town, so we see that there is a town where people living that's not under the Fireflies or ain't under the federal, you know, what do they call it? The zones, the camps. There's communities that don't take part in none of that. They doing their own thing, and she seems like she's battling or vying for power with another faction for this community. I don't know how busting down doors, dragging people out, and killing them. If you if you suspect them, she's like, if you suspect any, fucking kill them. So I don't know. This woman's crazy, and now Joel and Ellie has to deal with this psycho, and they know that they the ones who dropped these bodies. So next episode should be interesting, which is probably already out by the time you're watching this. And I just gotta say, I can see how quickly this thing got renewed. They renewed this thing like after episode 2. They was like, yeah, fuck it. Too many people was out here watching. And it's definitely a top game turn. Well, it's not fair though. Because how would Last of Us the movie would have been? Because, you know, back in the day, they turned a lot of video games into movies. And we all know that shows and series, in my humble opinion, are better than movies because you get to do a lot of character development. When you got episodes, you can do character development. You could take your time. You can add little intricacies that lead up to, you know, a movie. You got like 2.5, 3 hours to get it in, get it out. So, I don't know. It's not fair. Because I still got Resident Evil as the best video game turned movie. I mean, that's just where I'm at with it. I love the shows. I don't care how ridiculous it is. I've seen them all a billion times. I think it's top notch. But if they would have did a real Resident Evil series, I would have been more than interested to see that. But so far, the acting though, I don't think no game turned show turned movie will ever. Well, I ain't gonna say ever, but they not touching the acting that's going on right now. Like Joel's killing shit. Like this dude is killing shit. Oh yeah, both of them is from Game of Thrones. Look at Westeros reuniting on HBO. HBO. Okay, I see what they did there. But yeah, man, I'm pretty sure that this next episode is getting to know this leader more of this town. Joel and them trying to stay out of her hairs, obviously, and we're gonna see her opposition. That's what I'm thinking is gonna happen next episode. But I gotta get on up out of here, man. I gotta get my day started. Got to get prepared. Gotta go spend some money. I'm looking forward to it. And with that, man, protect your health, yourself, your wealth, man. Your boy Rel is out of here. Peace. Yo, I know I don't need no introduction, but y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Hollywood Rel. And I appreciate you for sliding through and watching these videos. But you know what I need from you? All right, if you ain't already, I need you to like this and subscribe this, man. We at 1,000 trying to get to 2, all right? Push it for your boy. Get them algorithms up. So when it come to that subscribe button,